Migration, a journey that begins with a dream, but is often defined by sacrifice. This is the story of Kofi, a determined young man from Ghana who left everything behind to pursue a better future in America. What he didn't know was how much that dream would cost.
Kofi, America is not easy. Many have gone and never returned.
Ma, I have to try. If I don't leave now, this life will swallow me whole.
Kofi grew up in Accra, Ghana. The oldest of 4 siblings, he worked tirelessly to support his family. But as opportunities dwindled, so did his hope of a better future.
I knew staying meant working the same market stall until I grew old. I wanted more, not just for me, but for my family.
When Kofi's cousin Kwame, who had migrated to America years earlier, offered to help him get there, it felt like the chance of a lifetime, but the path would be anything but easy. Kofi sold everything he owned to afford the cost of the journey. His plan was to travel to Mexico, where a contact would guide him across the US border.
Kofi, promise me you'll come back. Promise me you won't forget where you come from. Kofi.
I promise, Ma, I will make you proud.
As Kofi left the only home he'd ever known, he carried with him nothing but hope and the weight of his family's dreams. Kofi's journey to Mexico was relatively smooth, but everything changed when he met Santiago, the smuggler hired to guide him across the border. From the start, something felt off, and the dream turned into a dangerous gamble.
You follow my rules, you stay alive. You mess up, it's on you. And don't think about asking for a refund.
Santiago was known for his ruthlessness. He demanded payment up front and made it clear that he had no patience for weakness or hesitation.
We leave at midnight. You carry your own supplies. No noise, no phones, and if you fall behind, we don't wait. Got it?
From the very first steps, the desert proved merciless. The group walked for hours, the sun beating down relentlessly during the day, and freezing winds chilling them at night. With little food or water, Kofi pushed forward, driven by the thought of his family back home.
Leave her. If she can't keep up, she's not our problem, Kofi.
Come on, you can do this. Just a little further.
Their water supply dwindled faster than expected. Santiago blamed them for not rationing properly, but the truth was he had miscalculated the journey.
Bless you, son. You'll make it. I know you will.
Moments like these gave Kofi strength, but the challenges were far from over.
Scatter, now!
Every sound, every movement became a potential threat. For Kofi, the desert wasn't just a physical challenge. It was a constant fight against fear.
Don't move, don't breathe, just stay quiet.
Minutes felt like hours as Kofi waited for the patrol to leave. When they finally did, he emerged, dehydrated and exhausted, but determined to keep going.
Two people didn't make it. Not my problem.
How can you just leave them? They could die out here.
That's the price of the dream, kid. You don't like it. Go back to where you came from.
Santiago's cruelty pushed Kofi to the edge, but with no one else to turn to, he had no choice but to follow. At one point, Santiago demanded an additional payment, threatening to abandon them if they didn't comply.
I don't have anything left. Please just let me finish the journey.
Then you'd better hope someone here likes you enough to pay for you.
Let him go. He's got a good heart.
Acts of kindness, even in the harshest moments, reminded Kofi that humanity still existed. After days of walking, evading patrols, and surviving on the bare minimum, Kofi finally reached the US border, but his journey was far from over.
I now remember my mother, my siblings, and the life I left behind. I promised that I wouldn't let their sacrifices be in vain. Never.
In moments like this, fear became his only companion. Every step felt like a gamble with his life. After weeks of uncertainty, Kofi made it across the border, but the challenges were far from over. In America, Kofi found work, but it was grueling and underpaid. Without proper documentation, every day was a risk of being discovered and deported.
Are you eating enough? You look thin.
I'm fine, Ma. Things are going well.
Kofi hid the truth from his family. He didn't want them to worry or feel like he had failed. The isolation and pressure weighed heavily on Kofi. He questioned whether the dream he chased was worth the sacrifices he made.
If you can't keep up, I'll find someone who can.
Just when Kofi thought he was alone, he found a community of people who understood his struggles. They offered him support, guidance, and a chance to start again.
I want to learn. I want to grow.
With their help, Kofi began to find stability and a path toward a more secure life. Years later, Kofi's hard work began to pay off. He sent money home, helping his siblings go to school, and his mother live more comfortably.
America isn't easy, but it has given me a chance, and for that I'm grateful.
Kofi's journey is just one of many. For migrants, the path is often filled with hardship, but it's also marked by resilience, hope, and an unshakable belief in a better tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you are inspired by this video, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel at Documentary24. You can also comment, like, and share this video for others to watch. See you on our next episode.